For this section, we are going to talk about how to determine profit. Now, profit's fairly simple, but I'm going to teach you the function of how to input it so that it is accurate and you have it within your spreadsheet that when numbers change, then your formula stays the same. So I'm going to take that. For my first pie, it cost me $6 to make for food costs. Well, for one pie is $20. So if I want to include how much, I'm going to do equals. I'm going to take the larger number, which was 20, which I did not have in any of my slides or my cells. I hadn't put that as one of my columns, so I'm just going to include it as 20, which is my price per piece times how many slices in a pie. That's going to give me $20 for a whole pie. I'm going to subtract, which is just right next to the 0 on your keyboard is a little dash, and that is your subtraction sign. Because I have this information in this section right here, I'm going to use that number, whatever cell number that is, your food cost that you should have labeled. If you haven't, do so. But your food cost, which is $6, I'm just going to input, I'm going to input E1 into that. It highlights the $6 and I'm going to press enter. It already puts it in currency, probably because of the fact that this was in currency and it knows that you are subtracting numbers for money. Okay, so obviously we could have done that simple math, but this allows you that anytime you input information into E1, that it's going to change G1 or that column's number. So let's say I input that food cost actually was $5.50 instead of $6. It's going to change this number. Notice that it changed it by 50 cents because I changed it by 50 cents here. That's the beauty of Excel. Anytime that you input new information into a cell that has a formula such as this, it's going to adjust that formula. So let's just put it back to $6 here, and it changes it back to 14. Pretty cool, huh? So that's why people use spreadsheets in Excel, so that when you input new information or change data, it adjusts the numbers so you don't have to go back to every single cell that it affects. It's already there. That's why you put the formulas there. That's why you include the equals and followed by sum or average or subtraction, multiply and divide, whatever it is. That allows you to change one number, and any cells that are associated with that particular cell that you're changing will also be changed. That's pretty cool, I think. Alright, so what I want you to do is that you're going to do the profit, and you're going to take your food cost per pie and subtract it from the amount of that you would receive from a whole pie. So go ahead and do that as this segment of the video will stop. I want you to take that time and adjust your numbers using this formula to be able to calculate how much that your profit would be that you're receiving per pie.